Farrell. I'm an independent marketer and an author, and I'm running for Torrington City Council.
I am Ivain. I'm a former investment analyst, lifelong resident of Torrington. I'm here to represent citizens of Torrington on City Council.
I'm Cavagnero, former chairman of the Board of Education in Torrington, current member of the Torrington City Council, and after 20 years, recently retired from ESPN.
I'm Ed Corey. I'm a member of the Torrington Board of Education, and I am a paid media consultant running for City Council.
Two main reasons I'm running for Torrington City Council are I believe that the city needs a more forward-looking leadership that believes in the city and has a vision for success. And I believe that we need leaders who will put the interests of the residents first on issues like economic development, taxes, and schools.
Okay, so how would you address those if you were elected tomorrow?
Sure. I think that our current leadership is a lot of familiar faces that have been there for a long time. The city badly needs new ideas, new leaders with new visions. I have a background in nonprofits. I created and served in a nonprofit here in the city for 3 years. I have an education in urban sociology and development. I think that my expertise and my experience will give me a good insight to represent the people of the city, whereas the current leadership is either stagnant or represents interests that I do not feel are shared by all residents.
I'm running for City Council to best represent our city of Torrington. We have lots of citizens out there not participating in our civic contributions. We need to re-engage that. We need to set a new direction. That direction, probably the highest, most concerning one, is our fiscal situation. We have not grown the grand list significant enough to address all the issues with our budget, with our schools, with the roads. We need to focus on our business climate, attract those commercial, industrial businesses to Torrington, make commitments on those fronts. And only then can we address our fiscal situation. And that being primarily why our taxes are going up.
Yeah, the main reason I'm running again for Torrington City Council is one of the main problems that I see facing Torrington is this total divorce between the Board of Education and the city. I think we have an education system that is floundering, that is not meeting the needs of its citizens, and that is actually very much part of the problem of why we cannot attract new businesses to this city. If we really want to talk about attracting businesses and middle-class families and therefore added revenue and taxpayers to the city, we have to get a handle on what we're doing in our education system. And we can't do that with the mayor and the city council that refuses to meet on a regular basis to discuss the problems and the priorities and the goals of our education system. So that's one main goal. Another thing, now that I am recently retired and a senior, I've become much more aware of the issues involving seniors in this town. And quite frankly, it's really distressing and depressing to see a generation ago we set up specific kinds of housing to allow senior citizens in Torrington to retire with respect, with security, with safety in protected environments that they've earned. I'm sick and tired of listening to politicians at the state level and occasionally at the federal level say, well, there's laws in place that prevent us from having seniors, identified as a protected class of citizens. But I say this is wrong. This is a travesty. Those are the two reasons. There's many others, but if you ask for two, I would give you those two.
Well, I'm running for City Council for two reasons. The first is that I've spent the last few years on the Board of Education, and we've done a tremendous amount of work with our public schools. Our students are improving incrementally but surely. We've reduced our special education identification rate. We've put in a much stronger English language learning program for our students who might not speak English at home, but of course need to learn it in school. We've made great strides at the schools, and the challenge we are perpetually facing is that the mayor and the city council majority are consistently, year over year, refusing to invest in education the way Torrington needs and deserves. We need a city that's invested in it, from all sides. We need a mayor, a council who are willing to do the work, willing to talk out the problems, and find a way to give our kids the best education they deserve. And the second reason why I'm running ties into that. It's a simple word but hard to enact, which is accountability. We've, for years now, had a mayor and council who don't really seem to care about what people want, what people think. We have neighborhoods in the city where a group of people had to spend months fighting with City Hall to get a streetlight replaced when it fell down. We are reconstructing Highland Avenue for the third time in a year. We've removed half the sidewalks in the city's North End neighborhood. So we are wasting taxpayer dollars on boondoggle projects with no accountability, and I don't think that the people of Torrington pay the high mill rate that they pay to have that happen. People deserve to know that their tax dollars are being spent with an eye toward efficiency, and most importantly, in line with what the people of the city actually want.